Hi, this is Randi Langdon, and you're listening to the Actorshpere podcast.
You know, I don't normally use headphones because we're in a quiet studio normally.
Sure.
And yeah, it just it's different.
A little bit more noisy than a normal
different.
podcast
Yeah.
studio.
So, Randi Langdon, thank you for sitting in on the Actorshpere podcast.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I love to be here.
Yeah. When Kyle told me that you were going to be here, I, of course, did a little bit of research and saw that you were a really amazing stunt person.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I've always really wanted to do stunts. I was a competitive gymnast for many, many years. And then I just kind of fell out of it, and I really pursued the acting route, and then I went into production. I worked in the AD department for many years, still do. But my true passion really is stunts, being able to incorporate that acting aspect and that gymnastics aspect. So for the last couple of years, I've been really gung-ho about trying to get more TV and movie jobs doing specifically stunts. And it's been going pretty well. I got to double for Amy Adams in Disenchanted, which was really cool.
That's very cool.
It's very cool.
How is Amy Adams?
I didn't get to meet her. I was on the second unit, so she did her job, I was doing my job.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
So, but hopefully in the future if it happens again.
Yeah.
I've done some Walking Dead, Law&Order, and I'm in the gym every week just working on my craft.
Very cool. Wow.
Yeah.
And are you based locally? Are you New York?
So I'm currently living in Westchester, just north of New York City,
Yep.
but I come into Buffalo all the time. It's rare that I'm not here at least once every 2 weeks, and I'm happy to come in for anything, a podcast, an expo. I love Buffalo. It's really my community. And the more I get to be here, the more I kind of feel at home.
Yeah. Well, were you born and raised here?
I moved here just before high school,
Yeah.
but when people ask me where I'm from, I always say Buffalo, just because I feel like this is really where I developed as a person.
Yeah.
So I was here for 6 years and on and off again then from after I graduated.
Yes. Well, you're definitely from Buffalo. I mean, we claim you, so that's
I appreciate
how it is. So
Go Bills.
Go Bills. That's right. Yeah. So, what are you working on currently?
So right now, I'm a production coordinator at Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts.
Wow.
So I've been there for the last 2 or 3 years. I'm on and off with them. I come in and I help them run their productions. Somebody else sets it up. I come in on the day. I help coordinate with artists and the backstage of it all, and I help them get their shows up and running.
Yeah.
And it was a little slow for me for stunts, but now that summer's coming up, I have a few fingers in some pies, and
That's right.
hopefully we can see some more work coming out at the end of the summer.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing all this?
Production coordinating was the last 3 years, stunts on and off since I was young. I've been in SAG since 2006, so the last 18 years, so that's probably the longest thing that I've had in my life. That's just always been a constant.
Yeah.
And being in SAG is something that I'm really proud of. I really support unions, every union, on a set, off a set. Being able to come together as a community and build something and have collective bargaining is just really important to me.
Absolutely, yes. I'm a fellow SAG member.
Love it.
So, yeah. It's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like having the opportunity to work in a bunch of different departments. Like I said, I was in the AD department for a while. I'm DGA eligible, which my fiance loves because all my paperwork is sitting on our dining room table for the last 3 months.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I'm a part of SAG. I've done some local 600 work in the camera department. I've done some non-union electric and grip work. I just really love every aspect of TV and filmmaking, so I really try to understand as much of it as possible, and the best way to do that is just by doing.
Absolutely, and that's so important, especially for people who are just starting. You know, maybe our beginners out there. They think, you know, where do I start? And the answer is everywhere or anywhere. You know, wherever you can fit in.
absolutely. Any place you can get your foot in the door, I always say go for it. I'm actually giving a talk today at 2:30, fundamentals of a first day on set. So I'm going to be talking about what it's like if you're finally hired and you're put on set for the first time in a couple different departments, so that you have the basis for what that's going to be like.
That's very interesting. Could you give like a couple of quick tips or tricks on your first day on set?
Sure, absolutely. The first thing I would just say for anyone is show up with an open mind. There's going to be a lot of terminology that's going to be new. There's going to be a lot of people moving very quickly. Keep your eyes and ears open. I'm going to be going over what's on a call sheet so people know how to read a call sheet and understand that. And I'm really focusing on 3 different departments. If you're a cast member, if you're a background actor, and if you're a production assistant. So I find that those are the 3 most likely to get you on set for your first time. You can crew, of course. I just find that's a little bit more difficult. And being a production assistant, there's multiple departments that you can be a PA for. I'm going to focus on the AD department for my talk, but it's just coming prepared and with a willingness to learn, truly.
Yeah. And I think the most important thing is to come with an open mind, and as you said, and because you never know what to expect, honestly.
You never do, truly.
All sets are different.
That's very true, and that's another thing that I talk about is like between New York and LA and Atlanta, every set is run differently, and even in New York, just how one set differs from another, you have to really come in. You can have a basis knowledge of what it's going to be like and still be thrown through a loop because everything is a little different everywhere.
Right. Again, thanks for sitting down with us today. This is great. I can't wait to hear your talk. And can you tell people how to, maybe get in touch with you or follow you on social media? Or?
Absolutely. I'm on Instagram at Randi Langdon, or if you want to email me directly, that would be rlinproduction@gmail.com. Anytime I'm hiring locally, that's the email that I use. And if you just have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I'm always for information. I don't like to gatekeep anything. So if you have a question, I am happy to give the best answer that I can or find out for you.
That's wonderful. Yeah. And can you spell your Instagram handle?
Absolutely. That's Randi Langdon, R-A-N-D-I, Langdon, L-A-N-G-D-O-N.
Perfect. Everybody, make sure you go follow her and watch all the exciting things that Randi Langdon has coming and has done in the past. And Randi, thank you again. We appreciate this.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
I couldn't get more perfect than that.
You want me to do one more just in case?
Sure.
Actorshpere, right?
Actorshpere, yeah.
Hi, I'm Randi Langdon, and this is the Actorshpere podcast. Putting that voice over.
You're a pro. The Actorshpere podcast is brought to you by Bison Insurance. Do you have insurance? Everyone has to have insurance, right? Once you start adulting. I had insurance and I did it all myself. I went online and thought it was easy. Just, typed in all my information, got a quote, paid everything online, didn't talk to anyone. But then I was referred to Anthony at Bison Insurance. And he said, you know what, man? Let me just check out your insurance and give you a free quote and see if I can save you money. So I said, okay. And he came back to me with quotes on my homeowner's insurance, my car insurance, my motorcycle insurance, my everything. And he literally saved me thousands of dollars a year just by doing the work for me. It was easier than going online because all he did was make a phone call and give him some information, and he saved me thousands of dollars. I couldn't have done that on my own. So call Bison Insurance at 716-791-7475 for a free quote. Again, you can call or text 716-791-7475 at Bison Insurance, or go to insurancebison.com.